Is life more than money? Is your life more than money? Do you believe that money is the most important thing and the main priority that you should be focused on? Money is a very important resource. It helps us sustain our lives. It helps us survive. It helps us thrive. But should that be the main priority for your life? Should you be focusing your whole entire existence on climbing out of whatever debt that you in, a hole that you in, or focusing on buying something because you need that thing so bad? Money is an object. And in a deeper message for today in general is money your God? Money is a very, very dangerous thing. Materials in general is a very dangerous thing. If you make any of that your God, it's very, very dangerous. And I want to show you guys something. Money is like all of our motives, like for real. And this is why we got to let go of materialistic things. If you look on the back of your $1 bill, this might be backwards for some of y'all, but at the top of that one, it says, "In God we trust." And a lot of people worship these paperbacks right here. They worship them. Their life and their whole existence and their meaning is surrounded by gathering as much of this as they possibly can, which is insane to me personally speaking. And there's an importance that you have to put on your inner life rather than your outer life. The one thing that's very, very important to understand is how powerful your mind is. Somebody's mind and a group of people's mind came up with this concept, which has been around for a long time, of trading valuable sources. Also, somebody's mind was somebody's mind was used to make things to take each other out. And I'm talking about like weapons and stuff like that. And the quote from Carl Jung, and I'm paraphrasing it, is not necessarily the nuclear bomb that we have to be afraid of, but the mind behind it that is to be feared, which all of us share. That's more dangerous than the thing itself. This is why it's important to observe within yourself. Is your mind pointing to life or is it pointing to death? And life is going to point you towards eternity. That's of a given spirit. And death is going to point you towards something that's going to take away. And anything in this material world at some point is going to experience death. Any and everything is going to experience an end in its physical existence in itself. So you have to keep your eye on the prize, like seriously. And what is the eye on the prize? Is keep a watchful eye on yourself rather than other people and other things. A lot of people are extremely evil in their nature. A lot of people see evil in other people because of the nature that they have within them. And it's very easy to spot out once you recognize that within yourself first. But it's hard to recognize that in other people. And it's quickly to see that in other people, because another paradoxical thing is that you're blinded to that within yourself first and foremost. Making money is not an issue at all. And I don't want to make it seem like making money or anything is an issue. It's an issue when that is your sole priority, to the point where you forget your spirit, you forget your morals, and you forget your consciousness in the process. A lot of things that we worship today in regards to anything entertainment, anything that's of any sort of material, to be quite honest, that's human made, can corrupt you so easily, to the point where you don't even realize that you've been corrupted as bad as you have been. And you can deeply recognize this when you have unsettled emotions and thoughts within yourself that make you have a hard time concentrating on the task at hand, that get you easily distracted, that make you disturbed. But still, you try to carry on your day regardless of the hell that you're feeling inside. And how do you overcome that? How do you overcome money not being your priority? How do you overcome distractions? And how do you overcome those thoughts and feelings that make you feel less of yourself? It's very unnatural to have thoughts about, sending yourself to the self-checkout line, if you know what I mean, or about harming other people, or about holding grudges and being angry. Those things are extremely unnatural. And another thing that's deep to recognize is that it don't come from you at all. It don't. And the way that you overcome these things is you simply have to do the absolute best that you can to be present in the day, and then present in the moment. And every time you feel yourself being removed from this moment by your thoughts and your feelings, bring yourself right back. Bring yourself right back. Breathe. Take deep breaths. Take deep breaths. Because a lot of us don't even realize how quickly and how often we get pulled away from this moment at hand, which is the only thing that we have. I say that all the time. The importance of being present and fully locked in. Very, very difficult. But by doing that and by practicing that, you're going to develop a peace of mind that's wild. You're going to have settled emotions after a while, but you have to go through that hell that's inside of you. You have to. And in the Sermon on the Mount, Jesus Christ spoke on worshiping God or worshiping money. And right before he says that you can't have two masters, you're going to be worshiping one or the two, he talked about the cure to what I just said, and the anxiety and everything, is the not worry about tomorrow. Don't worry about the clothes you're going to wear. Don't worry about the food you're going to eat. And all of that stuff is going to be provided to you. Look at the birds. Look at the flowers. Look at the grass and look at the trees. All things that are natural. And all those things are being provided for. And with that being said, everybody got a right to believe what they want. But if you believe that we were made in the image of God, have faith that you were made in the image of God. And faith is your belief in the unseen. And be present with everything around you, but be present within yourself first, to recognize that you're not those thoughts that's running through you. They're coming from somewhere else. You're not those feelings that's coming to you. they come from something else, and you're not your body. And you can observe all three of those things. And when you're present, you understand that. But when you get pulled away by your thoughts and feelings, you're identifying with those things. And you ultimately are being pulled away from yourself. And God is going to show you, if you are honest with yourself, where you lie in that regard. So don't make money your God. Your life is more important than money, and your life is more important than any materialistic thing that you can gather here on this earth. Your life is eternal if you decide to align it with the spirit of truth. But if you decided to align it with the spirit of lies, you are leading yourself to your demise. Ultimately speaking, check out the Purpose Serves podcast. If you want to hear me speak on things more. But love y'all. Serve y'all purpose. I'm out of here. Deuces.